It looks like Zerd had some mini golf with friends.
샛별 Oop. And the last one. There we go. Hi, hello. I don't know if you heard of Shadows over Loathing Pie, but I think you probably remember playing West of Loathing. This is the same team that made West of Loathing. And Ty is currently doing something behind me. It was fun. Yeah, I remember you had a lot of fun with that one. It's easy to have fun with those games. They're just all kinds of silly. And Noam's talking over her head. And I have Lady in front of me, and she's glaring at both of us. Because she's quite comfortable where she is. Happy early birthday as well. Thank you. I checked the weather for tomorrow, but apparently we're going to be having thunderstorms. There was a music festival that was free to attend for tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to still have it because of the storms. I'll have to check. But I am thinking of possibly visiting the Flashback arcade, which Ty did not know about until this very instant. He got a thumbs up. Oh, are you done? All right. Lady's done. Anyway, yes, so normally I would do Atelier Rorona today. However, I figured since Ty is our special guest today, I would let him choose the game that I played today. And so he chose Shadows over Loathing, which I haven't played in quite a while, but I know it's a good game. I have to reinstall it though. That's important. Thankfully, it's a fairly small game, so it shouldn't take too long. There it is. Yay! Anyway, let's go ahead and get started since well, actually, hang on. I'll wait 2 more minutes. It's almost 5:30. I started just a teensy bit earlier. Also, I don't know if you've ever had this, but I've had a sneeze that has just been stuck almost all afternoon. It's that just feeling like you have to sneeze and it won't come out. And the sneezes are the worst. Indeed. This one's been pretty bad. Also had a pretty bad nosebleed earlier. Thankfully it stopped, but that was not fun. Pardon me. Alright, now we start. I don't know if it'll auto capture the game. I suppose we'll find out. Oh, perfect. Alright. Now, I do have a previous game, however, I think I'm going to restart. Oh, it's the WASD Moving Company. It's how you move. Can't see anything interesting in that direction. Actually, you can't see anything with all this magazine stuck in your face. You hear the sounds of a diner behind you. Maybe someone there can help you with your little magazine on the face problem. Or I could give up. That's great. It smells like a diner, and it smells like they're open. Hopefully they don't have a no shirt, no shoes magazine stuck to your face, no service sign posted. The Nightingale Diner. The Nightingale welcomes all travelers. Pie! Try coffee. You'll like it eventually. Shouldn't bother anybody until you get this magazine off your face. Ma'am? I'm not talking until you wipe that look off your face. The copy of Look magazine that's stuck to your face. Bathroom's in the back. She points to the right, as far as you know. Thanks. Wait. You can feel a little sign here, but you can't see what it says. Probably instructions for what to do in case of magazine-related emergencies. That'd be quite smart, wouldn't it? The bathroom, probably? You blunder your way into the bathroom and eventually find the sink. After fumbling with the faucet for a while, you manage to disentangle from yourself from the magazine. You stare into the mirror, revealing my face! Alright, babe, what should we go with? This one? There you are. Yes, we look quite dashing, if I do say so myself. A couple of older folks are having an animated discussion. One of those looks like your dad. Well, one of them is. Humph! The way these young women act these days with their short hair and their sassy talk and their dresses that don't cover their ankles. It's scandalous. And those dances they do flailing around like I don't know what. I'd have thought prohibition would have put the kibosh on that tomfoolery. But no, sir. Can't imagine dancing a waltz to the music they're playing nowadays, though. And that's the problem right there, this newfangled jazz music with all the drums and clarinets and such. What kind of word is that anyway? Jazz. I think our cups got squished. You're supposed to be drinking decaf. Womp womp. A couple of young women are chatting breezily over coffee. Hey Mac, what town is this? Poughkeepsie. You traveling? Yeah, Ocean City's turned into a real sawmill, so we boosted her jelly beans breezer for a weekend whirl to the hot potato. Aw, Bushwa, you make it sound like we went south with it. I flew him a kite. Everything is Jake. Jeez, I'm pretty sure I'm only 3 or 4 years older than you two, but I'm barely understanding what you're saying. What are you, a canceled stamp? Go put some pepper in your shoes. Yeah, I'll try that. Well now, that looks much better. I'm Ethel. Oh, what should our name be? Rufus? Hi, I'm Rufus. Rufus who? Rufus Baker. Pleased to meet you, Rufus Baker. What can I get you? Does the bus to Ocean City pick up here? Can we get a cup of coffee? Nothing now, thanks. One? Can I get a cup of coffee? You sure can. Best cup of coffee in the state, if I may say so myself. That'll be one meat. Shoot, I'm broke. Well, that's a shame. Anything else? Ty hides his voice. Does the bus to Ocean City pick up here? Sure does. Should be here any minute. Good thing, too. I hear we're in for rain tonight. What takes you to Ocean City? My uncle lives there. I got a letter from him. He wants me to help him with something. That's a reason, hon, but it's somebody else's reason. What's your reason? Ethel locks eyes with you. I just really want to help. I got some trouble back home. I'm searching for something, just seeking my fortune. Mind your own business, Ethel. You mind your own business, Ethel. Got the perk. Oh, of course, hon. Where are my manners? I'm sorry to pry. My curiosity just got the best of me. Nod and walk away. Dang straight. This man is concentrating very hard on his coffee. Hey there. Is there something particularly interesting about that coffee? It's my first one. Of the day? No, it's my first coffee ever. What do you think? I think it's a bad beverage. It's bitter and it makes my stomach hurt. Oh well, it's not for everybody, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'll have another one after this, though. And then maybe every morning for the rest of my life. Enjoy! Oh, some petty vandal has scratched the name Dan Bob into the surface of this table. Ooh, they got one of those new meat-operated multi-selection phonographs, or jukeboxes as the kids call them. Neat. Hey, there's something in the coin return. Yay! We can get coffee. Let's go. I get the coffee. Sure can. To go, please. Ethel pours you a steaming hot cup of fresh black java. You got meat coffee. Alright, I think that's pretty much all I can do here. Go out and wait for the bus. Prologue. Meat coffee, that's just broth. I mean, you're not wrong. You pull out the letter you got from Uncle Murray and read it again. Murray Morris, care of Murray's Antiques, 111 Plunkett Street, Ocean City. Dear Rufus, I hope this letter finds you well, and I hope it finds you quickly. Something quite serious has happened, and I need the help of your adventuresome spirit. Come to my shop in Ocean City, as soon as you are able, please. Your uncle, Murray. Hey, we got a clown. Hi, Praxis. He is here. He is sitting next to me, and he has control. He is making the decisions. You're just about to go mad from the monotony of this ride when the bus suddenly stutters to a stop. You look out the window.
Emotional damage.
You look out the window expecting to see the sights and sounds of Ocean City, but instead you see an endless expanse of extremely wet trees. Uh-oh. We are on the outskirts. Sir, what is the matter? Before you talk to the bus driver, I, the narrator, am interrupting because I see that you've played through this a bit before. Would you like to skip the prologue? No, we're going to do it again. What's going on? This doesn't look like Ocean City. Nope, sorry about this, but we're out of gas. Aw, geez, you didn't fill up before we left? Thank you for the hydrate. I filled up the bus, but this trip takes exactly one full tank of gas. He hands you an empty gas can. Plus one additional can. Well, why do I have to go get it? Well, I'd go myself, except for two reasons. Those being... Firstly, being as I'm the bus driver, I'm legally responsible for this bus, and I gotta keep an eye on it. Secondly, because of my leg. What's wrong with your leg? It's attached to a fella that doesn't want to go wandering around in the rain at night. Oh, the picture that Spiff and I were sent definitely seemed like you were suffering from jet lag. I did take that when he wasn't paying attention, so that may also be a thing. You know, that may also be why he was unaware. It was a picture on the sly. Nothing embarrassing, I promise. Well, alright then. Guess I haven't got much choice. Can I borrow your umbrella at least? This is a left-handed umbrella. I am left-handed, as it happens, or nuts. Nuts. Sorry about that. Here, I do have a flashlight you can use, though. Good luck. Willis and Company bus lines. Take a joyride. This bus lacks in comfort it makes up for in unreliability. Ocean City's only 6 miles away. We could walk that. Drink red cola. Protect your family. You're not left-handed, though. That umbrella is illegal. Yes. Ooh. This gas pump is empty. This pump is full of water instead of gas. There's a little bit of gas left in this pump, but there's no hose on it. It was just like yesterday. The gas only cost 6 and 15.64 me a gallon. Those were the days. Now with extra lead. Station seems to have run out of service. Filing station. Either that or postcards, or all the scenery around here is invisible. There's one object left on the snack shelf. Cheese loaf. Ew, nobody in their right mind would consider this vile substance a snack. Empty oil cans. A whole pyramid of them. Weird that the cash register is pointed towards the front of the store. Mostly empty, but you find some loose change. Baseball! Baseball bat, let's go! The sign says employees only. Are you an employee? Well, since this place is out of business, it probably won't hurt anything for you to go back there, I guess. Thank you. Oh, nice. A desk, presumably optimized for doing gasoline-related business. 4 of the drawers contain nothing but old receipts and pencil stubs. The 5th one is locked. A broken radio can be considered nice. This is a pretty nice radio. The shelf smells like axle grease and old paint, probably because that's what's on it. This shelf is laden with miscellaneous electrical widgets and doodads. You don't have any use for them, though. The shelf is full of old personnel files. Each object you examine on this shelf is dirtier and more boring than the one you looked at before. Well. Filling station garage. Stand clear of lift before operating. Steve! It's like this is the control for the car lift. Nothing happens. No power. Some kind of weird machine. Figure it out. I don't have enough mysticality. This is a big tool chest, but all the good tools have already been stolen. Like, dang it, Steve. As advertised, this is a box containing one, fuse. However, the fuse is broken, which is probably not intended. You should keep an eye out for a replacement. Must be running around here somewhere. That old flavor looks promising as a source of gas, but you can't reach it while it's up on the lift. Okay. I thought there might be something down there, but nope. Don't have a key. Huh. All sales are final. Okay. Come on, take a free ride. I need more gas than no gas at all. Fair. You would make a dog walk 6 miles in this rain no matter how bad it wanted to. Alright, that is fair. Well, I'm sure the dog would be much happier than whoever's walking the dog. Finnegan's optional boxing gym. You don't have to fight if you don't want to. Oh, hello. Hi there. Her head turns very slowly to face you, and her eyes don't quite meet yours. Can you give me a lift? I need to get to Albany. Sorry, I'm going the other way. Oh. I also don't have a car. Oh. What's your name? I'm Rufus. Lydia. Nice to meet you, Lydia. Although I admit the circumstances aren't great. Oh, what's in Albany? Do you know where I can get some gas? How about this rain, huh? Okay, bye. Good luck. The second one? You know where I can get some gas? Gas? The bus I was on ran out and the driver sent me to find some more. bus? Yeah, I'm trying to get to Ocean City. Never been there. Well, okay then. What's in Albany? How about the rain? Seen any good movies lately? So what's in Albany? You have family there? A ghost. No, I just want to go somewhere new. Albany isn't new, though. It's one of the oldest cities in the country. Children these days can't even guess. Okay, that's fair. Movies or books? Movies. Seen any good movies lately? I saw Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde at the Nickelodeon. Oh, that's a classic. What'd you think? It was very scary. I liked it. I prefer comedies myself. Have you seen the new Buster Keaton one? The Cameraman? I don't know who that is. Oh, he's great. You have to see Sherlock Jr. That's my favorite. Dude, it's new to her. Exactly. At the Nickelodeon. Yeah, I was assuming it's like a nickel, a nickel theater where you'd only have to pay a nickel to watch something. This is supposed to be set in like the 20s. The rain? How about this rain, huh? Lydia looks very slightly surprised and glances around slowly. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, sure is. What a night to be stuck out on the road, right? I hadn't noticed. I get the feeling you aren't much of a noticer. Well, anyway. Read any good books lately? I read The Invisible Man. It was really good. Oh, yeah, H.G. Wells is great. Have you read his new one? War in the Air? I didn't care for it. The one I'm thinking of is Mr. Something on Something Island. I forget the name, but it was terrible. His early works are his best, like The Time Machine. Yeah, I love that one. Glad we were able to find something we could connect on, Lydia. So, right? Or the year was 1906. I want to say was he talking about the Isle of Dr. Moreau? But I don't think that was by H.G. Wells, was it? Hi, Prelude. Do you want me to keep going?
One more time.
Okay. She's got nothing to say. Okay. Good luck. Bye. Is there anything around here? They promised snacks, but delivered only disappointment. Isle of Dr. Moreau, I think was a Mr. Bettesworth on Rampole Island. Okay. Letters from 1928. Looking at HG's list of books. I actually had an opportunity, and if you ever do get the opportunity to do so, I listened to the radio drama. Oh, Lydia disappeared. I listened to the radio drama of the War of the Worlds, and it was absolutely fantastic. There's a weird plaque where Lydia was standing. He got weird later in life. Historic site. At this exact spot on the 13th of October, 1908, the state's first mass-produced automobile, a Ford Model T purchased by Hiram O. Crewlands, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, Lydia Barnsley. Apparently, the woman you talked to a few minutes ago has been dead for exactly 20 years. Good. Swell. Everything about this is great, and you aren't regretting this trip before you've even arrived. Go on about your normal, non-haunted day. This. Hey, I won't be unfriendly, but this is private residence that y'all just barged into. Oh, geez, sorry. Everything's so desolate outside, I guess I just assumed this place was abandoned. Well, it'll come morning, you'll be right, so you might as well get in and out of the rain for a spell. What do you mean by that? Thanks. My name is Rufus Baker. Howdy, Rufus. I'm Elias. Elias Chekhov. Does he have a gun? Make yourself at home. He does! It's Chekhov's gun! Bears, gears, and tears. Whoops. Shares. Class rings. Huh. This door is locked with some kind of elaborate electronic lock. This door leads to the bathroom. Kitchen sink brand kitchen sink. Say that 5 times fast. This door looks like it hasn't been used in a while. A weird device on top of this box. Farmer Chekhov's house out back. There's another gun. Do we want to take the gun? Got a rusty pistol. Oh dear. That scarecrow is a bit more intimidating than usual. The crows around here must have been real aggressive. Show you aren't afraid. Whack. Oh, I have a rock that I can throw. Surrender, throw, or thwack. Get him! You made red herring from Scooby-Doo. Whack or throw. Ooh. Oh, I have to use the rest of my AP. Woo! Yay! That was just a regular scarecrow with a gun. This thing's crow menacing days are over. An old tractor. There's a rag shoved in where the gas cap should be. Pull the rag out and sniff the tank. Smells like there's a little gas left in here. Got 1/3 full gas can. Dip the rag into the gas tank, soak up all the gas, and wring it out into your can. This tractor is the rightmost interesting thing in this part of the country. Yo, what's poppin'? Hey! You have 4 holes in your chest, right? Well, I mean, if Lydia can survive it. Alright, is there any... Did we want to ask about any of the stuff in here?
Oh, yeah.
What did you want to ask about first?
Oh, from
Hmm? Okay, from left to right. Let's ask about the bears. These boxes really full of bears? Nah, those boxes are all canned pears. I had a little fun writing the labels is all. Want a can? Got one left that didn't fit. We've got Bism's Extra Sweet Pears. It's a can of pears and syrup that the label describes as sickly sweet. They should really hire a new copywriter. Increases your mysticality by 1 until you eat something else. Oh, it automatically does that. Worth a lot of meat. What's this funny looking thing? That's a duck call. What's it for? It's for calling ducks. Oh, fun. Used to be. Don't work no more on account of being haunted. Haunted? Yeah, well, not haunted exactly. Bunch of spiders got in there. Now it sounds all scary when you blow it. I see. If you want it, it's yours. You gingerly take the duck call, trying very hard not to think about spiders. We now have the haunted duck call. Does it summon spiders? Reduces enemies' muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1 when you honk it at them. Can only do that once per fight. What spiders? Good job. We have Chekhov's gun. Are you leaving this rifle behind? Yep. How come? Well, it's a varmint rifle, and where I'm going there ain't no varmints. There's vermin to be sure, and critters and such like that, but the almanac don't list any examples of a varmint. Boy, varmint, if you know what I mean. I don't know what you mean. No need to fret over right now. In any case, that gun's for later. Later? Yep. Much later. Huh. Okay. I don't know if y'all, it's like, I don't know how many of you know what a Chekhov's gun is, but yes. Ask Elias about the gears. Had to Google it. Yeah. I know about it because I took, because I ended up taking performing arts classes when I was first starting out in college. So that we ended up having to learn about it. I also learned what a malapropism was, which is when you use a word that doesn't mean what you think it means. In place of a word, like in place of another word. What's with these boxes of gears? My daughter Simone left those behind when she went off to school. Figured I'd keep them for her. Makes sense. Tears. Or tears. You don't know? So Chekhov's gun is basically a plot device. And where it came from is Chekhov was like a playwright and a story writer. And so he insisted that, if you have a gun that's hanging on the wall, you have to make sure to use it later. Tears of their enemies. Like it has to be, if you have something that's clearly there to be used later, use it. And it's Chekhov's gun. Wait, are these boxes of tears or tears? Don't be ridiculous. You can't put neither one of them in those boxes. That don't make any kind of sense. Where's this door lead, I ask you? Spare bedroom. Ain't been used in forever. I don't even bother opening the door since the dust devil got in there. Feel free to help yourself, though. I doubt you'll find it much of use. Okay, I'll be careful. There's the dust devil. Tasteful arrangement of dried fronds. Dried fronds. The shelf full of pulp westerns. Cows of the West. Buffalo of the Night. Incident at the Horse Thief Creek. Fist fight at Crow Gulch. Got the hen's gun tail. Or the hen gun's tail. Delicious fried prawns, yes. Riders of Glory. Gunfight at Six Gun Ranch. Duel at Owl Ranch. The Sheriffs of Tarnation. Ambush at Bloody Creek. Riders of Tarnation. Reckoning at Elk Canyon. Horse Folk of the West. Gunfight at Six Gun Mountain. Hey, Jack. Cows of the Sunset Mesa. There, it's just gonna keep going. Dusty old nightstand. Oh, we found an old wallet in the drawer. We got extra 10 meat. Oh, The Dust Devil is really kicking up some Dickens under there. More hydration. Okay. I wonder what the author is riffing on. Probably a nod to the previous game, West of Loathing, and like some other classics, I'm sure. Not that I really read any Westerns. Gun's Tale unlocks advanced shooting techniques. Okay. Aww. Fine. Deals Moxie plus 1 physical damage. Versus... deals muscle plus 1 physical damage. So, roughly the same at the moment. We already got the Haunted Duck Call. Obed the Finch is our pet. We have no shoes, apparently. Or pants. Definitely no ring. No accessory, no hat. Cheese loaf. Wait, does this require... it does. We're gonna use the cheese loaf. Blair. You gained the effect. Improved loathing. She's got a gun. Cursed by an absence of crackers, you eat the cheese loaf with your bare hands. In the end, you are unclean, both inside and out. That's great. We also have the diner coffee. A paper cup of fresh black coffee. It smells better than any coffee you've ever had on this trip. We'll wait on that. Especially since we just had the cheese loaf. Dare we?
Yes.
Vicious stabbing. Oh no, he made me bleed.
Okay, then.
Too late. Oh dear. And dead. You should have listened to Chekhov. I guess so. Alright, so we're not ready to take on the Dust Devil. Alright, shares. What's in here? Stocks? Scissors! I think you meant to say shears, maybe? Very large box, considering the most people own either 0 or 1 class ring. Shears. But it clearly says shares. This box is this box really full of class rings? Yep, about 140 of them. Did you go to college 140 times? Ha! Nah, of course not. I just collect them is all. Why? Well, they're rare, but not very rare. They're all different in interesting ways, and they're shiny. That there's the collecting trifecta. Yeah, he's got a point. Can I use your bathroom? Sure. How'd you know that door was the bathroom, though? Always had a knack for knowing which doors lead to bathrooms, is all. Well, good for you, I guess. Anything in here? A vicious, claw-footed tub. So Chekhov's rings. He has a gun, too. You can see your face in Elias's mirror, just like your own mirror back home. Hi, Rufus. Hey there, good looking. Aw, what's wrong? Why, I yada. Oh, no. No. You remember something really embarrassing you did a couple of years ago? Ugh. Close your eyes. I'll just assume this looks good. Go back to normal. This is a surprisingly modern toilet for such an old house. Flush it. You flush Chekhov's toilet, hoping it won't come back to haunt you later. Alright, I think I asked about everything in here. I probably... Oh. You'd have to be impenetrably dense to wander into these woods. The barn doors are locked. Okay. Socks just keep getting wetter. We already defeated that. Tractor is the rightmost thing. Okay. There's nothing else to do with this tractor except maybe sit in it and pretend to be a farmer. I hope I have time to dust some oats before it's time to deworm the cattle. Gotta deworm the boars before sunup. I'm gonna plant that buckwheat and sow some semolina. Time to reap some wheat.
No.
Man, even pretending to farm is hard work. Oh, we have enough experience to learn a skill. Yo! Okay. So. We have... Okay, so you want quick wit for now?
Yeah.
This only does one, but it'll be one more than we had. Yee. I guess we'll continue. Turtle! Turtle is stuck on his back. Why aren't you helping it? I am helping it. Here you go, buddy. Maybe if we're lucky, he'll be nice and do something. Enjoy blue cola, the honorable choice. An old billboard from before the war. Oh. On a boxcar. A cheerful looking hobo tootles idly on a harmonica. Shall we interrupt his tootling? Okay. Probably shouldn't root through that guy's knapsack without asking him first. Fair. Open fire and enclose the space. Classic. There's a gas can over here. Partially filled gas can. Yay! We just need one more. Some incomprehensible glyphs are scrawled on the wall of the boxcar. The door is extremely heavy. We can't force it open right now. Piece of gas is across the room from him, yeah. There's something shiny in this pile. Oh, we got an old class ring. Anything else here? Can we burn through the wall? No. Should we interrupt him now? Hi there, I'm Rufus. Well, howdy there, neighbor. I'm Howie. Pleased to meet you. I'm not actually from around here, though. Well, way I see it, this whole country's my home, so everybody's my neighbor. Aw, that's nice. Either that or they're all trespassers who'd better get off my property. I'm just joshing your friend. Care for some jerky? What kind? Clam! It's a local delicacy. Huh.
And
Gonna have the jerky?
Yep.
Got some clam jerky. There you are. Can't abide the stuff myself, like eating a dried slug, but saltier. Come to think of it, that's exactly what it is. Really selling me on this local delicacy. If you ask me, the locals are a little bit weird. Okay, top down. Where are you from? Originally, I'm from Hawaii, but I got bored of gorgeous tropical beaches and decided to hit the rails. You rode the rails from Hawaii? Yep, real challenging trip for a first-time hobo. I made it through all right. You ever think of going back? They only got one track there, so it was a one-way trip. I might head back for a visit once they build a second one, though. Huh. What about White Forest? What? Oh, phosphorus. Okay. Live here. Not permanent like, but I camped out here a few days. All alone? Well, it used to be a bit livelier, but the boss has sent a railroad bull to run everyone off. Railroad bull? You mean like a cop? Yeah, you could say that. Think he's still prowling around out back if you care to test your mettle. I don't advise it, though. Is he packing heat? No, he's unarmed. But one of your arms might make a pretty good club if he gets it off of you. Apparently not, Howie. Question everything, indeed. Any plans for the future? Well, word on the wall is there's a camp forming in Ocean City. I figured I'd mosey on over there once this rain lets up. Word on the wall? I'd never heard of a phrase like that. Is it like through the grapevine? Similar. I see. Ask him. This knapsack your only luggage? Oh, that ain't mine. That's been here since before I arrived myself. Nobody's been able to work out how to open the dang thing. You can figure out the trick, you're welcome to it. Inspect the bag. It appears to be latched shut with one of those puzzles made of bent nails and steel wire. Howie wasn't just harmonicking Dixie. Well, we don't have enough moxie, so we're gonna have to leave it for now. Topeka, 1,200 miles. Heard a lot of nice things about Topeka, but not the 1,200 miles worth of nice things. That's fair. I wonder if helping the turtle did anything out back. No. Barn door's locked. Still haven't found the fuse that I need. Wet socks. Oh yeah. Oh, you're moving out? Yep, just finished packing, so now I'm waiting for the movers to come and take a last load of stuff. We've got movers coming in the middle of the night? Oh, in the morning. When I went and packed my teddy bear and forgot which box he's in. Can't sleep. I see. Why are you leaving? Well, my daughter went off to college, so there's nothing keeping me here. Never particularly cared for farming anyhow. Just kind of fell into it, you know? So I reckon I'd take the opportunity to retire and travel a bit. See what kind of trouble I can get up to. Nice. So what's your story? Yeah, what are you doing out on a night like this? Well, I got a letter. It sounded urgent, so I hopped on a bus to Ocean City. I ain't sure how to tell you this, but you got a ways to go yet. Yeah, the bus ran out of gas, so the driver sent me to scavenge for more. I gotcha. Well, I think there's an old gas can in the barn out back. You're welcome to it. Thanks. Gotta warn you, though, you'll have to fight my daughter for it. What? Well, technically, I should say my daughter's monster. What? It's a thing my daughter Simone built. What? See, my kid's a real technical whiz. She built an auto-ominous robot traption to help with the plowing and harvesting and the like. Worked real nice, too. Wow. Problem is, after she left, it blew a what's-it tube and got violent. I'm pretty good with machinery, but when it comes to these newfangled electrics, I might as well be a dog trying to read a Plato. So I locked it in the barn. Ah, I see. You're welcome to try your hand against it if you mind to, but please be careful. Got a lot of sharp bits on it. Here's the key. Thanks. Alright, guess tell him about the ring you found. Found this old class ring. Hey, a 17 SIT ring. I've got one of these in faux emerald, but not a faux sapphire one like this. These are the ones they gave to the junior varsity pig skinners. Had a little enchantment on them so the kids wouldn't get quite so many concussions. Probably worn off by now. Is it worth anything? Nah, not to a jeweler or pawnbroker or anything like that. 8-karat gold and stone made of glass. A collector'd give you 30 meat for it, such as myself, if you're interested in selling it. Sure, 30 meat sounds fine. Fishes some meat out of the pocket of his overalls and hands it to you. Pleasure doing business with you. Likewise. Oh, I guess I can also tell him about the scarecrow. I had to beat up your scarecrow. Sorry. Well, I was leaving it behind anyhow, but what'd you go and do a thing like that for? It shot at me with a gun. Oh, oh, right. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable then. Wah, wah, wah. Did I already ask about that? Okay. That's Simone's room. Hopefully she ain't left anything important there, because I plumb forgot how to work the crazy lock she invented. Let's see. Okay, guess not. It's a decent reason to take down a scarecrow, indeed. I don't know if we'll survive against it. Keep the doors open and leave the key in the lock in case Elias wants to lock up again later. Okay. Nice barrel, but it'd be nicer if it had anything in it. A watering trough for some long gone livestock. It's just a painting of a bunch of tools. Oh, of course I can't open that. I have a recurring nightmare about searching for something in one of these. Based on the arrangement of objects around it, you conclude that this machine is for turning hay bales into loose hay. Why? Well, there's the machine. A baleful pile of hay. You're not going to get past that thing without destroying it. I'm gonna use the duck call. I know you couldn't hear what the sound for that, but it was pretty ominous. Okay, looks like we should be able to do it. Thank you, Obed. Moan's monster is not just a pile of parts on the floor. Rest in parts. Ominous quacking, indeed. Workbench for welding. Oh, we got some welding gloves. Very nice, very nice. Anything up here? Go up there if it weren't for your hay fever and you're falling out of lost fever. We now have a full can of gas. Wait, Elias is looking around mumbling as he checks off his mental to-do list. Okay. Should we attempt to do the dust level again? Or should we just continue on? Great, the plaque. Never did find a fuse. Oh, it's our turtle friend. This turtle seems to be heading to Ocean City too. At this rate, it might beat you there. Take him with me. You don't care? Chat, what should we name the turtle? Fred. Or Ted. Perchance. Dun, 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 dun. Fred, Ted, perchance. Any other suggestions? TMNT. Need Zelda obtain sound effect. I may have to. I was like, I'm sure I can find one somewhere on Blurb. Da 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 da. Which one do you like best? Perchance. We have perchance. Squirtle. Okay, perchance it is. You've got perchance the turtle. The kids show. Hey there, friend. Any luck with the gas? Well, hey, there's a full can of gas. You can do it. Ready to hit the road? Let's go. All aboard. You climb back on the bus and return to your seat, and soon you're dozing off to the sound of rain spattering on the window beside you. Unfortunately, it's barely an approximation of sleep, the sort of sleep you slip into so gradually you don't even know you're asleep until something wakes you up. Blanket Street! And you realize that your meandering thoughts of the past few minutes have been utterly strange, shadowy tendrils of whispering ideas. Hey, kid, this is your stop, right? That are now totally forgotten. Oh, Franklin. Yeah, Franklin was a turtle. Stop a turd. Oh, all ashore was going ashore. Thanks for traveling with Willis Bus Company. And we're here. Cola Wars surplus. Going out of business. Keep out. I actually need to use the restroom real quick, so I will be right back. I'm also going to turn the light on. Yep, is home on break. Awesome. Cola war. Yeah. Do you drink red cola or blue cola? Anyway, hi Spiff. Ty is currently on his smoke break. And I grabbed some more TV static here. It is blackberry cucumber flavored. Interesting. The previous one was strawberry peach. This hobo seems wholly unperturbed by the rain. They passed like 2 ships. Nice weather we're having? He smiles, then looks up and lets the rain splash on his face for a while. Suits me just fine, I guess. A wise man once said, "The rain falls on poor men and rich men alike." Was that before umbrellas were invented, or... My name's Gus, by the way. Hi, I'm Rufus. Pleased to meet you, Rufus. Say, you wouldn't have a couple of meat to spare, would you? Well, Ty's not here, so he can't put his 2 cents in, so I'm gonna give him some meat. You flip Gus some meat and he beams. Thank you very much, Rufus. Old Gus won't forget your kindness, you bet. Take her easy, Gus. Probably nothing you want in there anyway. Going seems inaccurate. You gave his 2 cents to Gus. Exactly. The army surplus store is closed for the night. OC. It's a trash can full of trash. You find a discarded bottle of cologne. You got some cheap cologne. Note on the door says, "Please." I think the store sells broken glass and drafts. Building looks perfectly solid. Maybe it's just the people renting it that were condemned. Trash has reached its exceeded its can's grasp. Some ne'er-do-well has deliberately vandalized the streetlight. Given the current conditions, dark and stormy, you probably shouldn't wander into any alleys. That's fair. Ocean City Watchful Eye. The door to the newspaper office is locked and the windows are boarded up. It's like the print is really dead. We've got it at least 7 or 8 more decades left. The Curvarus building and loan. It's late. The bank is closed. Can't see anything interesting within walking distance in that direction. Securberus. The bell over the door jangles as you walk into Murray's Antiques. The young woman at the counter looks up as you enter. Oh, hi. You must be Rufus. We don't get many customers at this time of night. Or at all, really. That's me. You were expecting? Yeah, Murray didn't say much about you, but he gave me the letter to mail. My name's Jessica. Oh, geez, you're soaking wet. Come on in and I'll get you a towel. You walk over to the counter, trying not to drip on any vintage bric-a-brac as Jessica grabs a threadbare bath towel from a shelf and pulls the tag off before tossing it to you. Welcome back. Thanks. Is Uncle Murray here? His letter wasn't very specific. He isn't. You say that in a kind of ominous way. Where is he? Jessica sighs. I wish I knew. He had a line on another artifact and said it was going to be a tough one. I told him he should get some backup, but he wasn't willing to wait. He just wrote that letter and told me to mail it if he didn't come back. Is there something I'm missing here? This is an antique shop, right? You're not trying to talk great Aunt Ruthie into selling her mother's Chesterfield sounds like a deadly spy mission. Yeah, this is gonna take some explaining. We are intrigued. Explain away. We don't have a lot of time just now, but follow me. I'll give you a quick sketch. Okay. Jessica leads you into a back room furnished with some desks and some strange-looking machinery. Welcome to our back office, the hub of our little operation. I'm guessing by operation, you're talking about something other than antiques. Well, yes and no. See, a few years ago, Murray found out there's a bunch of antiques circulating that are, well, hinky would be an understatement. Hinky? Murray called them tainted. Dark magic. Real bad mojo, you know? Cursed. The third one. For a second there, I thought you were making some bathtub gin or something. It's no joke. That's what our real job is here. The antique store is just, well, not exactly a front. We find a lot of regular antiques too, and selling them keeps us in scratch. But really, we're trying to hunt down all these evil doodads and neutralize them so nobody gets hurt. And Uncle Murray went out to get one and never came back. That's the long and short of it, yeah. What do you say? Are you in? The first one. Always up for crazy adventure. Great! You hear the shop door opening, and after a moment, a goblin pokes her head into the office. Hello? Oh, hey, that's swell timing. Hey, Gabby. Murray's sister's kid showed up, and come meet him. The second one. Hi, Gabby. Pleased to meet you. Hi, hello. The pleasure is all Gabby's. Gabby, would you be a dear and carry his luggage to Murray's room and grab the blankets and stuff from the cupboard? He can sleep there till we find Murray. You've gotten it. Gabby picks up your suitcase and carries it through a door in the back of the room. Great, I could really use some sleep. And now, we explore. This desk is a mess. Whose desk is this? Murray's. I keep nagging at him to straighten it up before someone bumps into it and we have to call the National Guard to dig them out of an avalanche. With cursed roof shovels and a squad of exorcists handy. Anyway, best not to mess with it. Will do. Won't. Not sure what this clock is telling, but it sure isn't time. Messages? None. There's nobody you need to call right now. There's nobody at this desk. Hey, Jessica, who's this desk? Charles Wallace, our handyman. He's fixing up a leak on the roof right now, but he'll be back later tonight. I see. I don't have time to play games. Cannot even hazard a guess as to what this contraption does. A modern radio stands here in defiance of the concept of antiques. A white cat is snoozing on an old towel. Kitty! Hi, Biff. What's the cat's name? Calliope. Murray got her a couple years ago. Scritch the kitty. You give Calliope a good scritching, but she doesn't react at all. Why doesn't Calliope like me? She'll warm up eventually. Try giving her some sardines. She loves those. Do you have any sardines? No, we're all out. You can get some more tomorrow. They have them at the Cola War surplus next door. All right, then. We're going to have to buy out the cat. Well, I'm going to turn in. Good night. Hang on. You can't go to sleep yet. I'm pretty sure I can, but I could do it right here while I'm standing up. Well, I hate to spring this on you, but there's something we need you to do before the night's over. Oh, swell. What is it? You know those cursed artifacts I was talking about? Since the infinite in them is so sketchy, we've been working on a machine that can detect them with radio waves. I call it the Detectotron 1000. We've just gotten it up and running since Murray left, and it turned out there's a tainted thing practically right on our doorstep. Well, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, it's not great. I was going to have Gabby go get it. That's why she came over tonight. But since he turned up out of the blue... Guess there's no time like the present. I'm probably not exaggerating when I say that there's literally no time except for the present. What? As in, there might not be a future. You won't have far to go. It's just down the other end of the block if the readings are right. There's a newspaper office that got shut down earlier this year. It should be in there. Well, Gabby will go with you. She's good in a fight. Aw, geez, or heck yeah. Heck yeah. As long as it's not a mummy cat. Yeah, well, hopefully it won't come to that, but you never know. Hey, Gabby! Gabby reappears with an expectant grin. Go to the newspaper office with Rufus and help him get the hat, okay? Okay, Gabby is ready for action. Let's mosey! Gabby has joined you as a companion. This one? Excited sigh. Alright, fine. You said it's a hat? A cursed hat? According to the readout, yeah, a men's fedora, probably. I'm supposed to, what, just break in and take it? Well, not break, exactly. I managed to finagle a spare key out of the guy at the realtor's office. I'm pretty sure that still counts as breaking and entering. You'll be in and out and back here in bed before you know it. Sweet. Let's do this. Gabby! You can gab with Gabby. Gabby grins and gives you a thumbs up. I do like Gabby. How you holding up, Gabby? Eats all of the berries. It's like 20s slang. She's doing good. Do we as we continue? You know, Gabby, it's been a few years since I spent time in Ocean City, but I don't remember it being this run down. That is a true thing to say. Used to be much more clean and shiny. What happened? The economy's terrific everywhere else in the country. No ideas. Economics is not the house Gabby keeps my wheels in. How'd you get mixed up with Murray in the whole antique store, Gabby? Oh, it coincided. Gabby was looking at old clothes and heard over Murray and Jessica talking about mysterious thing to get. It had an adventure smell. Then Murray said we're going to need some muscle for this, and Gabby says Gabby has several muscles, strong ones. And that was it was. Gabby has been helping since then. All right, flap our gums a little more. Oop. Ah! There we go. So you're a flapper, right? Ah, yes. Gabby flaps all the time. Gabby's parent flap too, and Grand Gabby. It's only been the style for 7 or 8. Oh, right. Goblins, you don't live very long, huh? Depends on how you look for it. Parent Gabby popped a year and a half ago, but this Gabby basically is that Gabby and previous ones too. Haha, it's okay. Don't worry too hard, forget it. Us goblins think human baby making is super crazy. Gabby's awesome. Can I actually go in here? You open the door and there's just a brick wall behind it. Apparently, it goes nowhere. That's a shame. Alright, let's go. Oh, that must be the way to our room. Come, Gabby, let us go. You take a deep breath and unlock the door. You give you give the key to Gabby for safekeeping. AP feed, coffee, archives. Whoever worked this desk forgot their cufflinks. Got 'em. There's a pink slip on this desk. Hendon, I'm not paying you to publish cockamamie conspiracy theories. In fact, I'm not paying you at all anymore. Clean out your desk and hit the road. Grover Burgess, Editor-in-Chief. P.S. Do you like the word cockamamie that I used up there? It's a slang term I coined. It means ridiculous or implausible. I think it's really going to catch on. Wait a moment. Daggerfall taught me brick walls can actually be teleportation portals, and perhaps that may be the case later. We are dealing with weird and strange and unusual things. There's a half-finished letter in the typewriter. Letter reads, Reginald, I think Burgess is on to us. We've gotten careless. In fact, maybe I should be typing out this letter instead of just talking to you in person. Why am I doing this? Meet me under the water cooler this afternoon. Ah, crap, here comes Burgess with a pink slip. Sincerely... It doesn't say who it's from. The writer must have gotten fired before they could type their name. Also, under the water cooler? What's that all about? Brick walls and bombs. That might be a bit much here. Oh, hey, it's one of those new Arcane Press newsfeed things. High tech. Jack Dempsey removes teeth to improve boxing skill. Says Dempsey in an interview. Parisian bards declare independence. Claim debauched tavern as a sovereign city-state. Second edition of Principia Mathematica published. We still cannot understand a word of this, say local children. Today's list of banned dances: the Chutney Slider, the Dirty Dirty Blitz, and the Upside Down Tango. Severe storm causes trolley disaster, prevents 5 other trolley disasters. The trolley problem. There's a half-finished document in the typewriter. Government corruption at an all-time high. The government has once again slashed funding to city services and social programs, citing waste, but without offering any supporting figures or explaining where the funds have been reallocated to. Additionally, anonymous sources report it cuts off abruptly, maybe as a result of the pink slip next to the typewriter. Curtis, I've told you once, I've told you 100 times, not enough people buy the paper anymore to keep the lights on in this joint. Electricity is expensive because it's a very recent innovation. As such, fully half of your salary is paid by government subsidies. This is to say that the hand that feeds you is the hand you keep biting. We go way back, buddy, but you've given me no choice. Clean out your desk and scram. You see the corner of a note sticking out from under the desk blotter. The note says, Tucker, I got that bottle you wanted. Stuck it under the water cooler where Burgess can't find it and rat us out to the profies. To the prohies? Under the water cooler. Surely it's not still there, but it couldn't hurt to check. Indeed. We'll check that in a minute. Note says, Robson, first Tyndon, then Carver? Who's next? Venable says if Burgess comes for him, he's going to karate chop his desk in half. Sincerely, Curtis. Yes. What's a karate? I'm explaining the trolley problem. Yes. There's a bit of very, very old coffee left in this percolator. Got nasty old coffee. There's the water cooler over here. Crumpled up pink slip on this desk. Carver. Can't believe I had to tell you this, but it's against company policy for an employee to steal the printing press. You're fired. You are so fired I need a new phrase to describe it. I'm giving you the axe. And if I see your face in here again, I'll give you both the axe and set you on fire. Grover Burgess, Editor-in-Chief. Yes. How'd you even lift it? You must have had, 5 accomplices? Unbelievable. You make a mental note to never pick a fight with this Carver person. You see a thin 3-ring binder on the desk. You got the pneumatic tube system operation manual. Hey, we found the trapdoor. Oh, he did karate chop his desk. Looks like Venable will make good on his threat. Alright, he took whatever was on there. The drawer on this one is slightly ajar. You got some nasty old leftovers. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, got some fish people down here. There's Gabby. There's an underground press. Literally. There's still a newspaper left in it. Got the underground newspaper. More of a manifesto, specifically calling out the government's suppression of the local newspaper and the importance of a free press. There's also an amusing but puzzling cartoon about a dog arresting a mouse for throwing a brick at a cat's head, which the cat didn't seem to mind. Reference manual. Looks like the eye had some state-of-the-art delivery infrastructure. We'll equip the cufflinks. Increases stench armor. Oh, I can read the handgun sale. Yeah. Oh, no, I can't. I need more mysticality. Nasty old coffee. Increases your maximum AP by 1 until you use another potion. Oh, it's a combat item, so we can throw that at somebody. Clam jerky increases your muscle by 1 until you eat something else. And then the diner coffee. Oh, we already have... Okay, yeah, we already have a food one that increased our moxie, so... Calendar from 11 years ago. There's a huge black skull scrawled on July 22nd, 1917. What happened on July 22nd of 1917? Well, let us take a look. Let's see. 1917. Here we are. Top story from that date is the Ocean City Comptroller's passing of an overly complicated sidewalk right-of-way policy that outlawed street-side newspaper vending machines and limited the maximum allowed width of newsstands to 4 feet. The story continues to say the watchful eye management raised concerns about loss of revenue, and the comptroller made a vague promise to divert city funds to make up for any future shortfall. Looks like it worked out great for everybody. Something around here seems pretty fishy. It's these 2 moist fellas standing between you and that abandoned hat over there. Not wanting to get any closer to them, you choose to interpret investigate as squint at them from a short distance away, which is probably for the best, as it might be bad for your mental state to see them in too much detail. These humanoid creatures are between 5 and 6 feet tall, hard to judge because of their hunched over posture, and covered with scales that glisten slickly in the dim light, though you can't tell if this is a natural luster or due to being covered with oily sewer filth. More notable, of course, is the fact that they have huge fish heads. Sorry if I buried the lead here, but, saving the dramatic part for last and all. Their huge bulging round eyes glare at you out of the darkness, faintly luminous like radium watch dials, and they hiss and glurble at you between the rows of pointed shark-like teeth. Gill slits on the sides of their heads open and close like thin, wet mouths gasping for air, or whispering terrible secrets, whichever seems more likely to you. Gross. It appears that they're very displeased to see you, but are smart enough to hold off on attacking until they've judged how much of a threat you are.
I mean, we need that, don't we?
We do. But if we needed a minute, we could go searching around. I think we'll be okay, though. We have Gabby with us. Nice. Da-da-da-da. Flap slap. Go, Gaffy, go! Nice. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeesh. You won. So much for those things that you'd rather not think about any further. Control panel for the pneumatic tube system. Whoa. The control panel has a green button, a red button, a big lever, a knob with a bunch of letters on it, and a series of colored lights that are all currently off. Startup instructions. Push the green power button. Pull the pump and gauge lever. Adjust the suction rate according to the pressure diagnostic indicators. Oh dear. If the red indicator light is on, set suction adjust to dial to A. If it's red, A. If it's blue, E. If it's green, D. Let's see. The power on, pull the lever. Adjust suction rate. The red, apple, blue, earth, green, green delta, whatever. Red apple, blue earth, green delta. Okay. So push the green button, pull the lever. A yellow light is glowing on the table. Okay. Turn the knob. Go back. No, because if I push the red button, that stops everything. I didn't say anything for yellow. You click the dial into place and the noise turns sort of shudder and growl for a second before an orange light flashes. Green, pull the lever. Yeah, it's like green power, pull the lever, adjust the suction rate according to the pressure diagnostic indicators. But it's yellow. A, E, or D. Nope. Got the terribly cursed Pandora. An ominous, vaguely person-shaped stain on the ground. Very old manhole cover. We're going to figure this out. Even if I have to guess. Hey! Let's see. The machine is no longer responsive. I don't know what exactly that did necessarily. Oh! Oh! I get it. If we didn't want to fight the fish people, we could have sucked them up into the vent. I was like, what was the point of that? You don't always have to fight. Alright, Gabby, let's go. We've got our terribly cursed fedora. How's it going? Did you find the hat? I found a hat. I guess this is the one you meant? Doesn't look unusual, though. Yeah? Well, it does creep me out a bit. I can't really put my finger on why. I know what you mean. Feels kind of like you actually have a headache, except you don't actually. More like a feeling of dread. Like something terrible is about to happen, but I don't know what it is yet. Well, that is definitely not related to the fact that I need you to take that hat and go sit in the machine over there. Why? It's our uncursing machine. Gotta get the curse off that hat, right? Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense, but, what? Can we just put the hat in the machine? Why do I need to be involved? Because the machine needs a mind to guide the uncursing process. Together, you lift the curse from the hat and transform it into some sort of allegorical dream space that the machine can transfix. What? Sorry, I know it's a lot. Let me rephrase. Ahem. The uncursing machine uses your subconscious mind to drive a wedge between an item and its curse. The item is cleansed relatively easily, but that doesn't negate the curse fully. Once it's separated from the item, the machine stores the curse and allows you to physically project into it to try and resolve the metaphorical scenario at the core of its existence. That's where things can get a little weird. Yeah, I know it sounds crackers, but you'll just have to give it a try to understand. Oh, hey, maintenance man's back. You must be Charles Wallace. I'm Rufus. That I am. Pleased to meet you, Rufus. What do you do around here? Oh, your general handyman sort of stuff. I keep the lights on and the water running. Built the detectatron and the uncursing machine, too. That's some high-tech wizardry. Oh, it's nothing, really. Do we want to continue talking to him? Okay. Well, let me ask you something. Anything I can help you with? How does this weird uncursing machine work? Oh, I only built the thing. I can't begin to tell you how it works. The innards are all wired up to a little porcelain cat figurine that Murray found somewhere. Well, that is weird. In a traditional sense. Yep. Anything can help you with? Nothing right now. You sit in the chair, which is surprisingly comfortable, and pull the weird metal dome thing over your head. What would you like to uncurse today? No sooner have you sat down in the machine with a hiss, positively whiffs the fedora right up into the dome. The hat rattles around in there angrily like a snake in a cement mixer, and after a good loud minute, flops limp and wet onto your lap. Whatever ominous energy once possessed the terribly cursed hat is gone. It is now simply a terrible hat. You've received the uncursed fedora. But the curse itself still lives, transfixed as a dreamlike construct within the machine. How do I get rid of the curse? See, curses are like energy, Rufus. They can't be created or destroyed, only changed. Can't remember who said that. Isaac Newman? Newton? Newton Newman, yeah. That machine knows how to take a curse from one object and put it on itself. But as for how you change a curse, well, that I don't know. That's some higher consciousness spiritualist stuff. Don't know much about that. I'm more of a Newton Newman sort of guy. The fedora's curse bounces around the innards of this machine, daring you to come project your consciousness inside of it. Sounds safe. I'll do that. Fedoral reserve. We have an axe. A portal to another world is open, but the work here is not yet done. The curse remains unsolved. I heard thy death call, creature. Rest now. I'll find in thy mortar. A tree felled before its time, a ground stained with sin. Et in Arcadia ego. Even in Arcadia there is death. Even in paradise, there is a killer. Thou know who I am and why I am here. Aye, Cutter, there has been a murder. What knowest thou of murder? That I did not do the murder, and that is all. What mo have thee for me? Only this. I am of 3 brothers. One of us always telleth the truth. One of us always lies, and the third of us does not specken at all, but honks. If I find in thee a liar, there is no thing I can do to save in thee. Aye, Cutter, thou art a servant of the wood. Blessed be her branches. Blessed be. Like, there's a whole bunch of fedoras on. Big power in the wood today, Cutter. Aye, a tree has fallen in the forest, and it has made a sin. But me not a sinner, that I assure thee. Thou claimest to be without sin? None of us is without sins, but mine do not run to murder. Then whose? Look for my brother. Lead me not astray, thy brother speckens of 3 brothers. All your base are belong to us. Yo, Raid! Hello, Guardian, welcome! Hello, Raiders! Hello, hello! The one who's like, the one lies is the third one who tells the tale. Hi everybody, welcome! My name is Stitches. I have a special guest here today. My fiance Ty is in the room, and he is directing our playthrough at the moment. We are currently playing Shadows over Loathing, which, if you are familiar at all with West of Loathing, this is by the same the same developer, which means there's a lot of silly stuff going on. And a lot of reading, too. We are currently trying to solve a murder most foul. We need to find out who's telling the lies and who's telling the truth. And who murdered. Thy brother speckens of 3 brothers. One who always lies, one who always telleth the truth, and one who does not specken at all but honks. What specken thee of this? This is fairy talk. No thing has honkin' in this land since Mother Duck laid the big egg. No honkin' since then? No, sire. So brother number 2 says that that brother number 1 is lying. Here's brother number 3. Ah! Something is wrote in woodcutter. Aye, a murder. With perversions as its source. Speak to me of perversions. I have no thing to say, for I do not tarry with them. What do thou tell in me? I am troubled by the murder, but of it I know nothing. I warn thee, my forgetfulness makes no room for liars. Thou wilt do what thou must, Cutter, I have no doubt. I now make like a tree and leave. Thy brother specken of 3 brothers. One who always lies, one who telleth the truth, and one who does not specken at all, but honks. What specken thee of this? I do not honken, sire, I swear in upon it. Thou hast never hast thou honken? Never, never. 'Tis a sin in mine eyes. So we now know that the first brother lied. Long may they grow. Anything else? Okay. Wait, did it say the thrid tree? It does. Spec into the thrid! Spec into the second. Spec into the first tree, but with a Y. Because we gotta be cool. I say I did not do the murder. I also say I'm one of 3 brothers. One of us always tellins the truth. One of us always tellins lie. And the third of us does not specken at all, but honks. Thou lie about honkin'. What say? Thy brother's honkin' not. Thou wouldst lie to the cutter of the wood? Thou wouldst do murder in the wood? Aye, thou hast the right of it. I sought only to distract thee whilst I make my escape. Goodbye, cutter! Do not run from me, tree! Thou do not run? Nay, I growen. In 100 years I will hath grown so tall and strong thine axe will never fall in me. But I will not wait 100 years. Die, mortar. Big rot in the wood today, Cutter, and wait, what? No, that's not you. You don't talk like that. Dark thoughts of trees, axes, and bloody saps cling to your skin. You shake them off like dreadful cobwebs. You're not sure what just happened, but as you turn over the formerly terribly accursed fedora in your hands, you feel confident that the curse which played the starchy little felt thing is finally gone for good. Put the hat back on. It nearly sparkles now. Now all you've gotten to reckon with is whether you're the kind of guy who goes around wearing a fedora.
Love it.
You love it? Okay. This tree spickens the instructions, but what is the tree? What is this tree that does the one that spickens the lies? Ugh. How'd it go? It worked, I guess. Great. What was it like? I had some kind of crazy dream. There was a woodcutter that was me, I guess. And these talking trees? One of them had sinned. You know what? Never mind. Some kind of crazy dream is plenty for me. Okay, good. Bye. A simple writing desk with no chair. Or pens, or paper. Or anything, really. Finally time to get unpacked. Ah! You stamp out the flames, but it's a total loss. Everything you own has been reduced to ash. Everything except, bizarrely, the stamp from Murray's letter. Shelf for knickknacks and tchotchkes. There's an old ragdoll on the top shelf. Must have been left by the previous tenant. Okay. Lots of empty space. A TV. Unfortunately, no shows have yet been invented. Gotta make dinner. Have a good stream. Okay, Guardian, thank you for coming by. Enjoy your dinner. If you have to, like, if you prefer to lurk later, of course, have a good lurk. But if not, that's okay. We shall see you later. See how much? Okay, it didn't get everything. It only took. It's like it only got rid of my trunk, apparently. We're looking pretty spiffy. Nice. Hot armor. That probably goes. Okay, yeah. Welding gloves or the reporter's cufflinks. I'll keep the reporter's cufflinks for now. Hello. Oh, hey, look! It's Jacob Marley. Poster of my favorite literary ghost. These dorm beds are so uncomfortable. Hello. Lots of people in the hallway, it seems. Hello. Hello. Nice faces you've got there. You know which locker is mine? I can't remember which locker is mine. Sorry, I don't know. It's alright. I'll figure it out eventually. Keeps changing faces. Great. 6 lockers. You open the first locker to reveal a thriving colony of ants. Second locker is full of peanut butter. The third locker contains a tiny shrine to Babe Ruth. The fourth locker is empty.
Water,
Water, water, water, water. Thank you for the hydrate. Are you hyped for Time Stranger? A little bit. I mean, it's not coming until like October, so we have time, but I did like the trailer for it though. The fifth locker is filled with cookbooks, but they're all in French. The sixth locker opens into a vast, uncaring emptiness of space. You slam it shut quickly so as not to suffocate. I thought it just said there were 6 lockers. Check the 7th one. There isn't a 7th one. I said check the 7th one! I said there were only 6 lockers. Check the 7th locker now. Okay, geez, you look in the 7th locker. It's filled with old school papers. The joy of cooking? Maybe. They've all got your name on them. They're your papers. How I Spent My Summer by Rufus Baker, age 6. This summer I visited my Uncle Murray. Uncle Murray is funny. He knows magic. I had a fun time with Uncle Murray. The end. Joy of Cooking came out in 1936. Oh, we got the Overdue Library book. Oh no! Oh. You know which locker is mine? I can't remember which locker is mine. Maybe the one with all the cookbooks in it? I don't remember which one that was, though. Was it the 4th one? Can't check back anyway. Our founder, Brandwith Grovunculus III. This lady looks friendly. Hello there. You must be... Ah, here we are. Baker. Rufus Baker. Who's asking? I'm your academic advisor. It's time for you to choose your class. But I dropped out. In real life, certainly. You must, however, choose a class. But... Now then, looks like there are 3 classes for you to choose from. There's Advanced Kicking and Throwing. This class is for pig skinners. Then we have Overview of Curd Conjuring. This class is for cheese wizards. And finally, Weird Time Signatures 504. This course is for jazz agents. So, muscle, mysticality, and moxie. Do we want to be do we want to be a physical fighter, a magic fighter, or basically the rogue?
I mean, none. Oh no, left 5.
Whichever one you like the sound of the best. Cheese wizard. I figured you might appreciate that one. Cheese wizard. As trained chef magi, cheese wizards use their intellect and mysticality to accomplish their goals. In combat, they wield hard elemental cheeses to defeat their foes and soft, soothing cheeses to heal themselves and their allies. I love it. I'm a cheese wizard.
Yes.
You're a cheese wizard. You're a cheese wizard.
You're a cheese wizard, Harry.
You're a cheese wizard, Rufus. Brilliant. Now then, there's just the minor matter of your minor. Looks like you've already completed it, but it doesn't say what you've studied. I minored in cryptobotany, applied insectology, or the psychology of rocks. The psychology of rocks. I minored in the psychology of rocks. Ah, a psychogeologist. So you know a lot about rocks and gems and their hopes and dreams. Absolutely. We've got the perk psychogeologist. You know how to break open rocks and steal their secrets. Gather crafting items from rocks. Well, with that, I believe we're done. Feel free to wake up and go about your day. How would I go about doing that? Most rocks want to hit Mach 2. She smiles and points at the door to the right side of the screen. I mean, the right side of the dream. Just through that door. Thanks. Oh, there it is. The nice lady at the desk says that this doorway leads back to your waking life. You're a cheese wizard, Harry. You awake feeling surprisingly refreshed. Yesterday's adventures leaving you none the worse for wear. Right, so every time you go back to sleep, anything that you ate or drink or whatnot, all of it resets. So. We still have the guarded, but that's because it wasn't a food-based perk. Basic humanity. Oh, I can buy more. I can buy more skills. Blue Brilliance, Mind Over Monster. Wisdom of Jarlsberg, although that requires much more. Oh, I only have 30. That requires 75. Alright, we'll wait for now. Morning, Rufus. How'd you sleep? Wait, why are you still wearing those wet clothes? All my other clothes burned up in a freak luggage fire. Ah, geez, that's weird and unfortunate. You seem less surprised by that than I would expect. We've gotten kind of accustomed to weird and unfortunate stuff happening around here. You could pick out some clothes from the shop out front if you don't mind looking like somebody's dusty old grandpa. I'll be alright, thanks anyway. Well, once you've gotten the sleep out of your eyes, I've got another mission for you. Another curse thing? Yeah, I've had my eye on it for a while, but it keeps moving around. Mostly the readings put it at the local speakeasy at the back of an alley at the other end of the block. The artifact isn't there right now, but that's where I'd start looking. Maybe you can pick up some clues? Gotta go. Later. Bye, Fifth. Thank you for joining. Okay, what am I looking for? It appears to be a watch of some kind. A pocket watch. Or maybe a wristwatch. I can't be certain. A watch in the speakeasy alley. Got it. Anything else? You'll need the password for the speakeasy. It's Fiddlesticks. Also, let me give you this to-do list. It's enchanted to always show you whatever's written on the chalkboard here. Pretty neat trick. And here's some meat for expenses, too. The army surplus next door should have anything you need in case things get rough. That's ominous, but thanks. Chapter 1. Welcome to Ocean City. Let's see if we can buy a sardine for the cat. Hi there, my name's Rufus. Hello, fellow war enthusiast. Can't speak. I'm Herschel. Herschel Wood. The second one? I wouldn't say I'm an enthusiast. Herschel's expression doesn't change. Can I interest you in any fine historical memorabilia? Ask about the dubious grenades. Oh, I like war crimes. What's the story with those grenades? Oh, they're probably fine. Why does the box say fine grenades then? He looks at the grenades, then looks at you. Say, how'd you like to do some field research? Side quest? Sure, why not? He hands you a bunch of grenades. You got the dubious Cola Wars grenade. 6. Just try them out next time you get in a fight, and when you're all done, come back here and let me know how it went. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got. Where's... Oh, here we are. Government-issued sardines. Go give those to the kitty. A lot of ordnance for a civilian shelf. You'd think there'd be a law against this kind of thing. Dozens of nearly identical books about nearly identical rifles. Dangling bags for army stuff. Right. Let's go feed the kitty. Calliope! You open the can of sardines. Calliope immediately wakes up, devours the entire can, then purrs as she licks the remaining oil from your fingers. Looks like you've made a friend. New cat unlocked. You can now pet Calliope to receive a boon. Pet her now. You give her a nice scritching, and she purrs as she goes back to sleep. You gain the effect Calliope's boon. Physical armor. That's her cat tongue. Calliope's affections have reinforced you against the slings and arrows and mice and birds of the world. That's awesome. Oh, wrong room. I got cat hair on your clothes, pretty much. Going out of business, keep out. Right. They said the speakeasy was over by the alleyway. Release. Not to be mistaken for release. This is the alley where Jessica said the speakeasy was. You weave between various trash cans and piles of uncanned trash until you reach a serious-looking door. I want to be disappointed, but it fits. A little panel slides open near the top of the door, and narrowed eyes regard you through it. Password. Fiddlesticks? Okay, come in. But you better not be a pro-y. I'm not Scout's Honor. I don't even know what a pro-y is. They're probably talking about prohibitionists.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess. Oh, look! It's a spittoon! The spittoon has been placed at a really challenging height. Maybe you can ask the bartender about it some other time. Milky-eyed sot. Turns toward you and smiles.
Yeah, we got enough.
Buy him a drink. After a few moments and a few sips, he clears his throat and speaks. Distilled to its essence, a lake is just a valley abandoned. I see. One more. In joyful places, joyful hearts beat beneath the floorboards.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, I don't know if I have that much meat. The lake is deep enough to drown dreams, but not the sins of the grandfather. Leave him to his milkiness. Okay, I have plenty, but... This guy loves hitting those spoons together. Don't bother him. He's bouncing. Oh, he's the bouncer. I gotcha. See, this guy doesn't care about anything except the baseline. Got some dancers. This lady seems to be dancing to a different song than the other people. This guy has been infected with Charleston fever. The piano trills a tune. This lady is making ethereal music with spirit-filled glasses. It's weirdly responsible of this illegal prison dispensary to have a first aid kit. We got a gauze pad and activated charcoal briquette. Healing items. Huzzah! These people are obviously on a first date, and you shouldn't bother them. Some weird symbols are carved into one of the floor tiles. I'll talk to the bartender. The man behind the barn is shaking up a storm. He looks up as you approach, but doesn't stop shaking. Hello. He grins. Hello, baby. Welcome to Oliver's Place. My name's Rufus. Whatever you say, baby. He's ethereal and spirits. Yes. Not enough cigs for the 20s. They have a spittoon up there. They must all be chewers. Are you Oliver or the owner? Are you Oliver? Oh, heck no. I'm Fancy Dan, the cocktail man. Pleased to meet you, Dan. Hey, do you happen to know what time it is? Perhaps because you have a watch on you? Sorry, baby. The only one around here who carries a pocket watch is the owner, Oliver Gluck. And he left about an hour ago to pick up our latest shipment of hooch. From who? From whom, baby? Before I was Fancy Dan the cocktail man, I was Fancy Dan the English teacher. Sorry, from whom? From the mob guys we always get it from. Whence is the hooch coming? Whither went Oliver? Where's the handoff? The first one. Where's the handoff? Fancy Dan smiles. The old refrigerator factory. I see. How do I get there? Dan grabs a cocktail napkin and hands it to you. Thanks? Oh, wrong napkin. Here. He takes that napkin back and grabs a different one with a couple of icons scrawled on it. Take the napkin. Napkin? Got the Ocean City napkin map. As you tape the napkin, Dan points to one of the locations on it. We're here behind Murray's store on Plunkett Street, so if you go out of the alley and head straight for the edge of the napkin, you can't miss the factory. You now have a map of the area. Thanks, Dan. Don't mention it, baby. Want a drink for the road? First one's on the house. What do you drink around here? Beer. I'll have a beer then. Excellent choice. Keep things simple. The bartender pours you a beer. Bottoms up. You drink the beer. You've had better beer, but you've definitely had worse beer. You gain the effect beer buzz. Plus 5 to maximum HP. You fortified your resolve with a pint of beer. And what is he mixing? I don't know. Whatever he's mixing, he's having fun doing it. There's a door here. It won't budge. Must be barred shut from the other side. Whoa! Securberus. The daylight, it's clear this bank has been closed for some time. The door to the bank is fastened with 3 locks. That is the maximum possible level of security. What about 4 locks? Look under the welcome mat. Not a bad idea, but if you're going to lift the welcome mat, you're going to need to know what you're looking for first. It's like, do I? How much stuff can be under a welcome mat? Just a key from the bank's front door, as it turns out. The security at this place is inconsistent. You got the bank key. Doors locks are modeled on the monstrous mugs of the great hound Cerberus, 3-headed guardian of the underworld's baking sector. Each of the 3 heads has a name: Phylax, Methapon, and Sneaky Pete. and a keyhole deep in his maw. Unlock Phylax. The head of Phylax lets the key inside easily enough, but offers up incredible resistance when you try to turn it. Heracles would have used up all 12 labors just to get this thing going. Unlock Methapon. The key fits in the hole alright, but it's a labyrinth and cylinder. You turn and hear click after click, but nothing results. Unlock Sneaky Pete. It's strange. The key turns over and over in the lock, but nothing happens. Something sneaky about this Pete, alright. We'll have to come back. To the fridge factory. A bedraggled hobo shuffles up to you with his hat in his hands. Excuse me, mister. Don't mean to trouble you. My name's Slim O'Malley. I was wondering if you might have any meat you could spare. Just 7 meat for a cup of joe to warm these old bones. Well, wait. What's that sack you're holding up? Old bones, like I said. Sure, here you go. Thank you kindly, mister. You're a real saint, so you are. No problem. Bye. Oh, okay. Magimech Tech refrigeration. The toll booth was obviously stolen and dragged here. Hello. These folks look like they're here for some serious business. Try to make a deal. Whoa there, buddy. This is private property. Club members only. Yeah, like you said. Club members only. What kind of club is it? The Fraternal Order of the people who bribed us more than we're earning as gate guards. Fault Bum Egg? I've never heard of it. How do I join? Are you thick? I thought it was obvious, pal. You give us meat. Is it a Phantom Toll Booth? Ayy. And it's been a long time since I read the Phantom Toll Booth. I remember liking it, though. I think I read it in 6th grade. How much? 500. Yeah, 500 meat. Clancy, I told you to knock off that repeating business. Very hard fight. How am I supposed to come up with that kind of meat? You could try panhandling with the other bums over in the Goldweight Park. Where's that? Just north and west of here. You can't miss it. Yeah, you can't miss it. For the love of Mike, Clancy, dry up. That's great. Guess we're gonna go have to panhandle at the park. You rarely have time to react as the ground shakes and shudders violently without warning. Then bursts in a rain of earth as several large slimy tentacles force their way out of the ground, writhing and twisting and groping at their surroundings. Incidentally, the reaction you barely had time to make was, ah! Fight. Wailing tentacle. Ouch. Yeah. Yo, Gabby! Oh no. Five and cure poison. It's only one though. There's one. Wah, wah, wah. Go, Gabby, go! Yeah, she's not gonna survive. And we died. You lost. The tentacles grab you by the ankles and slam you against the ground until they get bored and slither away. Totally lost that fight on purpose. You don't even care. Gain effect, aloof. You lost that fight, but you don't care. Water off a duck's back. You get +1 moxie. Ow, ow, ow. That's great. Well, they can't win them all. The crap-covered statue. Red-sputtered statue. It's an ordure-drenched statue. Crap-bedecked. Crap-splattered. Park groundskeeper is inspecting a clipboard with the panic paralysis of someone who has so much work to do that he can't do any of it. Hi there, is something wrong? Huh? Oh, sorry, fella, I don't want to seem rude, but I'm much too busy to chat. I'm stuck running this place by myself, and there's about a million things to do. Well, I could use a little extra pocket meat. How about I help out? That'd be great, except the Sioux City regulations disallow hiring random part-timers. Since this is a municipal park, only official government contractors are allowed to work here. There's a law against side quests? Why? This would be a thorn in my side as far as I can tell. It's not like any of these tasks are dangerous or anything. You had a kind of cagey look on your face when you said that. Oh, okay, well, 2 of them are dangerous, but that isn't even half. And I'm submitting a request for help weeks ago and still haven't heard anything back.
Well, you are.
Well, you're in luck. I just happen to be an official government contractor. That would be terrific, but I am going to need to see some proof of that. Let's trick him. You wave your hand in front of the groundskeeper's face. You believe that I am an official government contractor. Well, you do have the official government contractor wave down pat. That's good enough for me. Great, what do you need me to do? Well, it depends on what kind of contractor are you. I'm a... a statue polisher, let's go. I'm a statue polisher, I guess. Oh, thank God, I wasn't sure. I sure wasn't looking forward to doing that job. I think the birds must be eating leftovers from the old Snackle Cakes factory. It's horrible. Here's a rag. Groundskeeper unlocks the maintenance shed behind him. Can't promise anything you'll need in there, but feel free to borrow whatever strikes your fancy. Great. What's in here? Park maintenance logs. They wouldn't be interesting even if you were just pretending to work here. It's a shelf full of various herbicides and weed-killing chemicals. A shelf laden with miscellaneous junk. Hey! Got a fuse, a battery, and a paperclip. A plate of homemade cookies. Oh boy. Increases your physical armor by 1. Hi, Ladybug. We're just gonna put you right there. Thank you. The locker, but it's not locked. Ooh, a pair of spare overalls. You can tell they're spare because they say spare on the name tag. Okay, it already automatically put those on the... No, wait. Did it? Alright then. Feel like reading it when you were in grade school, you don't feel like reading it now? Whatever. Extra sweet pears. Cheap cologne. Homemade cookie. Raises physical army. Thanks to whoever baked it. You gain the effect Imagine Safety. Greenhouse. Sign about the pointy rocks. Presented at Gulfway Park, November 13th, 1922, by Margaret, Ocean City Comptroller. A few of my favorite pointy rocks. It's like part of the sign has been graffitied. With legious trees, wander the woods. Ah, we're not going to do that. Clean up these statues. Oh, I need stench armor. There was something. Here we are, and it's a potion. You could smell worse. Alright. There we go. I can get a good look at it. It's a statue of Corinthia Beschenbosel. Mayor of Ocean City, 1805 to 1823. Credited with putting Ocean City on the map by suggesting maybe we should build a dock or something so boats can park here. Statue of a Cola Wars soldier. War always doesn't change. May the forces of the Red continue to dominate and refresh evermore. Dedicated in 1919 by the National Cola Association. Statue of the other Cola Wars worship. I can't speak. Soldier of a new generation. Here's to all the brave boys in blue who took the ultimate challenge. Dedicated 1919 by the Ocean City VCW. The sculpture of an owl skeleton. This statue, hand-chiseled from photo reference and enchanted to drive away mice, was gifted to Ocean City in 1902 by Hobart Buppert. Bless you. Statue of Daniel Ocean. Daniel Ocean founded Ocean City in 1770 and on his deathbed in 1804 requested that the visitors to this monument only view the statue from the left, as he felt that that was his better side. Aww. You happy, kitty? Got those nasty statues clean. Thanks for the amazing opportunity. No need to thank me. I was happy to provide an opportunity to working stiff. Here's your official city payment. We got 75 meat. Anything else? Which one do we want to do next? Plumber. Well, that's plumb convenient, haha. Our fountain stopped running because it requires a real specific water pressure, and the pressure we get from the municipal water supply has gotten unreliable lately. So I need someone to go down and adjust it. I'll unlock the manhole for you. Where was the manhole? Maybe it's over here. No fishing. Where? Puzzle time. Note says, stop messing with the switches. The fountain does not work unless the pressure is exactly 40 gallons per minute. It is currently 57 gallons a minute. 87 gallons. Alright. $105. 55 gallons. Oh, sweet. That was easy. We did it! Hello, friend. Hey, mister. Spare a little meat? Oh, no, sorry. Well, that was pretty easy. Fixed your fountain. What next? Security. Security guard? That's awful humble for a police officer. What? I mean, the municipal police force was entirely replaced with contractors. You might as well call yourself a cop, right? All the rest of them do. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. There's a hobo that's been hanging out by the park fountain. I'd like you to move him along. Is he causing trouble? No, not as such. Everyone likes him, but busking in the park is against city ordinance and rules are rules, you know? Alright. Wonder if that's the guy that was playing earlier. Actually, I need you to leave. What? Sorry, but the caretaker says you gotta go. There's a city ordinance against busking here, he says. Huh. Funny how that only gets enforced after I stop giving that bozo a cut. Hey! Of course, you and I both know the police can actually run me off out of here, and you ain't no flatfoot. This is true. Yeah, I was like that. Could you leave as a favor? I could make it worth your while. I'll pay you back when I think of something. I don't have enough mysticality right now. I can make it worth your while.
No.
Too rich for my blood. You leave as a favor? Well, you seem like a decent fellow, but not so decent that I'm inclined to do you a favor, you know? Darn. I'll have to come back. Let's see, do I have anything that'll boost my mysticality right now? Muscle. That doesn't anything. Increases targets stretch armor by 3. Fuse. Well, maybe if I go and. Whoa. Hello. Check out this gigantic pendulum. Discover your new favorite rock. Parchment useful bits. Got glowing goos, energizing powder, and frosty flakes. Nice. Rock? Rock! Teach the rock to love itself for who it is. Bench here so people can sit and stare at that rock. Door is locked. That one's probably locked too. Yep. Don't want anyone to escape. I already read that. Pointy rocks. Wander the woods. I guess I can go and... You're walking through Ocean City. You encounter a mailbox that has been tipped over by some vandals. I'll have to leave it alone because I don't have anything for it. You notice a strangely discolored patch of curve next to a sewer grate. The concrete appears to have absorbed a significant quantity of magical sewer energy. Collect a sample. You got glowing ooze. It's strange. Stone like this is normally found close to ley line intersections, and sewers and ley lines are very different things. Almost opposite things. See if the surplus place has something for me. Stench armor. Item drops. Physical armor. A cavalry saber. Dental bugle. Put out everybody on your side of combat who is on fire. Grants combat skill Parmesan missile. Sardines increases sleeves armor. Smelling salts recover an AP. Deal 10 damage to an enemy and deals your mysticality plus 2 physical damage. You want to buy that one? That doesn't give us mysticality, mind you. Trench spork. Frosty flakes. It's like snow, but in flake form. Anything I can fight right now? Ah. Hear the ringing of cathedral bells and turn to see their source. Unsurprisingly, it's a cathedral, unless you're just naturally surprised by cathedral. They're so big and pointy, could be hiding around any corner. St. Polycarp's Cathedral. Gabby grins. Carved strange symbols into this plinth. I feel like the trees almost look like they were, like they're made up of like bullet cartridges. Just how their leaves are shaped. Oh, there's something over here. I see you. There's a hymnal. You got an unpleasant hymnal, and it just let out the weirdest screech. Crack it open to deal your muscle and spooky damage once per fight. There's something unsettling about this book of hymns. Maybe it's the fact that every instance of the word God has been replaced with some kind of weird shifting ink blot thing. It's a vicar who seems agitated about something. Hello there. Oh no. Oh no, what am I going to do? If I was going to ask if everything's okay, but plainly not. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Services are canceled for the moment. What's the matter? One of the urns has been stolen from our catacombs. Stolen! This tiny cathedral has catacombs? Well, it sounds nicer than basement. Are they particularly important ashes? Oh my goodness, we wouldn't keep relics of a saint in a little cathedral like this. Our urns are just the ashes of former vicars and community leaders and so on. But they're all important in their own way.
All belong to us.
Oh my god! Cal! Hello! Hi everybody, welcome streamers! Meow! Welcome, welcome! Hello everybody, my name is Stitches. I have a special guest with me here today. Ty, who may or may not actually say anything. But as my special guest, he chose the game for today and decided on Shadows over Loathing. And he is also currently calling all the shots as for what we do within the game. Hello, cowboy. Welcome, welcome. And Ty says hello too. And Lady as well. She's taking up my arm right now. I guess as well, but a stinky baby cat who's being a pain in the butt. Yeah. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Ladybug? Is talking about himself. Lol. Wah, wah, wah. And hello, Julian. Welcome, welcome. And Revenant, 1993. is you guys might not be able to hear her, but a lady's purring. For those of you who aren't aware, Lady's my cat. She is my fluffy girl. And she's very cuddly. Which, I'm pretty sure Ty has figured this out by now. It was so cute. It was taking a nap and she was laying next to him loafing, and it was really cute. Can confirm. Do you want to go ahead and do the side quest? Okay. I'll look into it for you. Oh, thank you so much. Here, I'll unlock the door so you can have a look. Mind your step on the way down, please. Those stairs are old and steep. Time to explore the catacombs. St. Polycarp's Cathedral. Spare urns. There's a patch of tomb moss growing on the wall here. It's a guest book. The last 3 visitors were Donk Hufferby, visiting from Saskatoon. Well, that seems like a dead end, and they sure have some weird names up in Canada. Charles Wallace, 111 Plunkett Street. Oh, that's the that's the address of the antique store. You'll have to ask Charles about this the next time you see him. Captain Augustus Dirch, 23 Kerwin Ave. This might be worth following up on. Might as well sign the book. Very old manhole cover. A fancy pedestal with nothing on it. Fancy pedestal with an old urn on it. Spare urns? The big crate full of identical empty burial urns. Must be spares. There's one candle left unlit. I don't have any matches. Maybe he has one upstairs? Please don't disturb the altar. Beetle's front typeface. Or do you have any matches? Not yet. Alright, don't get your rosary in a knot. Where am I gonna find matches?
Oh, maybe it's
I don't remember seeing that there. I just realized that the bells are banging out Mary Had a Little Lamb. Dirch's house. Well, maybe Dirch has matchsticks. As you're walking, Gabby strikes up a conversation. So, you are new in Ocean City? Your first time at it? That's right, yeah. What thinks have you got of it? Well, to be honest with you, it seems a little run down. Yes, Gabby understands you. It was much nicer before an economy happened. Lots of people. Very excitement. Oh, have you seen Boardwalk yet? It's like a cat wearing pajamas. What? It has games there and a future teller. Well, that does sound like a cat wearing pajamas. Check that one out later. Captain Dirch's house. That looks suspicious. This rock is steaming. Comfort it. You reassure the rock that everything is going to be okay, and it slows off some of its rage. Got some phlogistic resin. Amble away? No. Maybe all the rocks in this yard have creepy glyphs painted on them. I don't know. This rock has a date painted on it. 11/10/82. Probably shouldn't just barge in. Knock. Oh, what was it? I'm the milkman. Congratulations, you've won a sweepstakes. I'm from the Municipal Census Bureau. I'm selling these fine leather jackets. I'm from the Municipal Census Bureau. Nobody here but me and these 4 urns. Urns? 5 urns. Go away. I'm the milkman. Got your milk. I ain't drink that fat water. Get lost. I've never heard that. I have never heard milk called that. That's great. I'm selling these fine leather jackets. Don't want any. Buzz off. Congratulations, you've won a sweepstakes. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Oh boy. You wanted me to just finish off my drink. You should have just said, like, I'm sorry, lady. I didn't mean to startle you. Oh, you poor baby. He's fine. Didn't enter no sweepstakes, no how scram. Alright. Apparently we don't have anything he's interested in it. We shall amble away. Two goblins wearing shorts with suspenders and carrying, you know, those things. Those marching band things. They're like an upright harp, except instead of strings, they have metal xylophone bars. Those things. Anyway, these goblins are carrying those and they interrupt you. Hi, hello! Hi. What's up? You are intruding on territory of the Glocklins, then. Am I? I don't know what a Glocklin is. We are Glocklins, we both. We are the toughest of our street gangs in Ocean City. What you think about it? I'm going to sleep. Okay, Saber, thank you for joining us. I probably won't be streaming for too much longer. It's already 8. Second one. I don't feel particularly threatened. Oh no. Thank you for the hydrate. What? This is totally incorrect. I like your xylophones, though. What? Xylophones? These are glockenspiels that we have. Oh. Glocklins. I get it now. I am so outraged over you. I think we shall have a mugging do. Fight! Fight the Glocklins! Oh wait, we need to use shake and throw. Oh, ouch. That was not good. Ooh, that was good. Unless it malfunctions, in which case, who knows? Try again. Why? Why must you do this to me? I don't want to try that again right now. Maybe next time. You won! That'll teach those goblins to do whatever I thought they were doing. You got Glocklin brought. A loaf of dark bread made by Glockenspiel-obsessed goblins. Let's hope their single-mindedness doesn't make them really terrible at baking. Also got the Glocklin mallet ball. Used to be part of a Glockenspiel mallet. You can't make music with it anymore, but you could probably put somebody's eye out. Whee! Do you have any matchsticks, sir? You have cigarettes. Which I don't think do anything. Bad for you, despite what the radio advertisements say. It might have like some weird thing that'll do it. Or grenade, smelling salts, sardines. Alright. No matchsticks.
Oh,
I can probably double check. Maybe. Well, anything specific you want to look for? This seems a waste. Here we go. The cover story for the date is the sinking of the Porquad, a whaling vessel that operated off the coast of Ocean City. The story says that the wreck had only one survivor, Captain Augustus Dirge. Despite his best efforts to go down with the ship, he was rescued and transported to shore by a friendly otter. Hey! How simultaneously tragic and adorable. I rescued a man. So, like, can we talk to him about the otter? Elderly man with thick eyeglasses shuffles up to you with a determined expression. Before you can react, he shoves some meat in your mouth and shouts in your ear. Operator! Operator, get my worthless son on the line. Mister, I'm not a payphone. That's what the last payphone said, and I'm not buying it. Let me talk to my first Lugner son. I said... I'm sorry, sir. The line is busy. Please try again later. Bah! Probably gabbling with one of his floozy girlfriends. He shuffles away angrily. You gain 5 meat. Blech. Let's see. I want to ask you about the Porquad. Alright. You better come in. Ooh. One of these urns. A gray, bearded man in a sea captain's hat is glaring at you suspiciously. What do you want? Well, I'm from the Ocean City Watchful Eye. You know the newspaper? Don't trust newspaper. No newspaper reporters neither. Well, nor otters. Hey! Fortunately, I'm only one of those 3 things. Did I ask you about the Porquad? Ain't nothing to say. Storm blew up unexpected. We hit a funny rock. All hands lost. That was decades ago. Why are you bothering me now? Well, it's a slow news day. What about the funny rock? Ever see a 30-foot black basalt obelisk sticking straight up out of the ocean? Can't say I have. Me neither, and I'd been sailing on that route for years. Guess when you said funny, you didn't mean as in ha-ha. What's with the rocks in your front yard? I ain't know nothing about those, except for the date marker I put. They just come with the house? New one pops up every once in a while. What's that got to do with anything? Well, nothing, I guess. You have a lot of urns? Whose bodies washed ashore after a time. They didn't figure they'd want a sea burial after what happened, so I had them cremated. Well, except That fifth feller weren't never found. I ain't recall how that urn got here. He's a member of the crew, right and proper, though, so he was as much right to be here as any of them. We want to ask about the crew or the cathedral? How many men were in your crew? There was Peg Leg, Handsome Jeff, and Less Handsome Jeff, and Old Barnacle Face. He looks askance at the row of urns. And the other one, so 5. What was the 5th sailor's name? I ain't recall, he was new. Just signed on for that last voyage. Didn't talk much. Eerie fella, to be honest. Eerie. Spooky. And that's all I got to say about him. You ever visit that little cathedral? Huh? Sure. Used to go and pay my respects once in a while, back before my knee started acting up. Got plenty of urns to talk to right there, though. Talk to the urns? Yeah, we shoot the breeze, relive old glories and such. You say that like they talk back. They do, as I can see from your face, so you don't believe me, so you can ask them yourself, landlubber. Guess I'll have a chat with your urns then. Fine. If you got any more questions for me, ask them now. I'm tired of all this chit-chat. Done asking questions, thanks. And he falls asleep. Plaque above this urn says Peg Leg Johnny. Hello? Urn doesn't respond. Anybody there? Imitate the captain's voice. You look around to make sure the captain's asleep, and muffle gruffly to the urn. Yar there, Johnny. You can speak freely now, sailor. I got rid of that no-good landlubber. A muffled, youthful-sounding voice replies. Yar, captain, what they want anyhow? Nothing of import. Your basic landlubber prattle trying to sell newspapers and like that. Paid it no mind. Aye, aye, captain. So, how are things? No problems, captain. Everything's ship-shape. Always happy to chew the sea biscuit with you, though. Sure, let's reminisce about old times. Great, I love hearing your stories of nautical adventure. Instead of that, why don't you tell me how you got the name Peg Leg Johnny? Well, it's because of my leg, right? A peg leg? Yeah, sure. How'd you get it? I got it because I lost the original leg? Well, I assume so, yeah, but, how? Wait, weren't you there when it happened? Time for my nap, talk to you later. Handsome Jeff. So, how you be doing there, Handsome Jeff? Smooth sailing, captain. You feel like talking over old times? Why not? Len, which particular yarn from your past have you got on your mind? Actually, let's talk about you. Me? Fellow next to you is less handsome, Jeff. So is this judgment of your relative appearance literal, or more of an ironic reversal sort of deal, yar? You never... Wait a minute. Don't you remember what we actually look like? Oh, yes, I do. Of course, gotta go. Less handsome, Jeff. Anything on your mind, Captain? Well, like what? I don't know, just if you wanted to wax nostalgic about old times or something. Right? Right, yar. So... Oh, right, those old times, right? Sure, right you are, Captain. Those old times we had together. Yar. We sure did. Many of them. Yar. Anyway, I'm glad we had this talk. Barnacle Face. Everything going all right? Aye, Captain. Airy cloud in the sky. Good. Great. In a chatting mood? Sure. Well, you know me, Captain. Man, a few words and all. Happy to listen, though. Right. Well, actually, I was wondering about your name there. Barnacle Face? What about it? I was just wondering. I mean, of course I know why, but if you have any insight into it, I mean, you've never actually said... That is, you've never asked before, so, I thought you'd already... right, obviously I already... Anyway, if you're not comfortable discussing it, that's fine. Okay, yeah, good. Yar. Fifth sailor. So, sailor, how goes it? I'd like to ask what's new, but, are... Not a talkative one, are you, matey? Suppose you never were, come to that. So, well, as you were then. Could use some smokes, Captain. What? Smokes. Smokes? As in cigarettes? Aye. What does an urn want with cigarettes, are? Well, alright then. Just leave them on the table like usual, please. We have to go back to the... We have to go back and buy them. Kitty! Elderly gray cat nervously washes itself in the corner. Aww. Oh, its name is Ishmael! Like Moby Dick. It's wearing... Kitty! There's a shelf full of nautical non-fiction. You are non-interested in it. If Dirge's career had been more successful, this would have been a Commodore's commode. Wash bin's full of salt water. Guy was really committed to the whole deal. Cot smells like fitful old man sleep. Examine the lamp. The simple device, a glass vessel filled with whale blubber, and a wick stuck in it. Blubber lamp really rolls off the tongue, though. Just a delightful phrase. Say it. Blubber lamp. Delightful. Say it again. Blubber lamp. I never did. Tired of that. Say it again. Blubber lamp. Yes, 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 yes. Say it again. Amazing. Say it again. Incredible. Great, just great. Delightful. I love it. Incredible. Amazing. Alright. Aw, you're no fun. We've got work to do. I already said it multiple times, dude. Wooden short table, but there's an old tarnished silver tray on top. There's a fishing rod right there. Oh. Caked in salt. Either it hasn't been cleaned in a long time or the captain uses it to catch horses. You got it in a salty fishing rod. The captain shrieks, "Horse!" in his sleep. Alright, so we need to go and buy... Gotta go buy cigarettes. On your way to where you're going, you happen to notice a guy across the street. In particular, you notice he's sitting on top of a mailbox. He notices you too and extends his hand for you to to you for a handshake. You call out across the traffic. Hi! You realize I'm about 30 feet away, right? Yeah, but I can't leave the mailbox. Sometimes I regret my curious nature, but I guess I'll ask anyway. Why can't you leave the mailbox? Come on over and I'll tell you. We can visit him later. This game is terrible for people with ADHD. Alright. Cigarettes. On your way over, you run into a cool guy wearing some cool sunglasses strutting down the avenue. Hey, baby, what's happening? Hi. I can see you dig the shades. You've got good taste. What the what? You like my sunglasses. Oh, gotcha. I don't think anyone calls them shades for at least another 20 years, though. I pride myself on being the cutting edge. Flips open his coat, showing you rows of sunglasses inside. Care to buy yourself a pair? For you, only 25 meat. Gives us moxie.
Oh,
Sure, it's a deal. Now that's what I like to hear. He takes your meat and expertly selects the best pair of sunglasses for you from the lining of his coat. Looking good, baby. Nice doing business with you. That's the last of the cash I needed to square things up with Miss Brewster, so thanks for that, baby. Miss Brewster? She's the lady that runs the boarding house me and the other traveling salesmen stay at when we're in town. She's strict, but it's a nice place. Come check it out sometime. Miss Brewster's home for traveling salesmen. Thanks for the tip. He said to leave it on the table, though, didn't he? Well, put the cigarettes on the tray. Put the cigarettes on the tray and quickly hatch a plan. Approaching the fifth urn, you put on the Captain Dirch's voice. Arr, matey, your smokes be upon the table as you wanted. Appreciate it, Captain. And you hide behind the captain, who's snoring in his chair. After a time, the bookcase slides aside, and an unshaven, shifty-looking guy pokes his head out and glances around surreptitiously. Then he tiptoes over to the table, picks up the pack of cigarettes, and returns to the secret door. The bookcase slides shut behind him. What do you know? Salty fishing rod. Oh! Fishing! Let's go! You definitely fish out some taffy from the salt water. You got root beer taffy. Increases the damage of your magical weapon attacks by 1 until you use another potion. Inspect the bookcase. You try to push the bookshelf aside, but it's locked into place. There must be a catch. I mean, literally. Nautical Guide to Lieutenant Harbor. A Seaman's Manual of Rope and Knots. Practical secret doors for the home handyman.
I don't know.
You tilt the book forward and nothing happens. So you pull the book all the way off the shelf and nothing happens. So you flip the book open and start rifling through the pages until you find the one with the page corner turned down. A diagram on the page shows the 3 most common unobtrusive latch mechanisms for bookshelf-based secret doors, and on closer inspection, this bookcase is using the second one. Now you can open the secret door whenever you're ready. Nice. Hello, sir. Hey, what are you doing? And, wait, were you seriously about to ask me what I'm doing in here? Well, yeah, even I was saying it sounded stupid. How'd you find me? I hadn't watched you when you came out for your smokes. Oh, that was you, huh? Thought the captain's voice didn't sound quite right. What's the deal? Well, basically just what it looks like. It's like you're hiding in this old man's house to rob him while he sleeps. In this case, it's not at all what it looks like. I'm listening. I'll admit at first I was planning on robbing him. I figured an old sea captain must have a secret treasure, right? Wasn't a pirate. Well, it turns out he's just a lonely old man with nobody to talk to, except, well, his old sailing buddies. So I started hanging out back here and chatting with him through the wall. Didn't find it strange? He was a little spooked at first, but once I'd gotten a handle on how the different voices should sound and learned enough to keep up with anecdotes, he relaxed. It's nice to have someone to talk to, even if the situation's kind of weird, right? So that's all? Just because you feel sorry for him? Yeah, well, I won't pretend I don't like having somewhere else to stay rent-free, and his pension from the shipping company's pretty good, and his short-term memory's kind of bad, so he doesn't pay much attention to the fact he's buying food for 2 people. Huh. He's a good guy, and it's an easy life. Don't screw it up for us, okay? Wait. What is it to you, anyway? I'm here about the stolen urn. Oh, yeah, that was probably a mistake. You mentioned the 5th sailor a few times, so I thought he might like to have the whole crew together, you know? So I lifted a random urn from the little cathedral to fill the spot. Seemed like a good idea at the time. The vicar needs it back. Okay, it'd be weird if it just vanishes, though. Can you swap it for another one? Captain doesn't open them, so he won't notice if there's no ashes in it. I'll see what I can do. Water in his bedroll. He must also use it as a bath. Give a respectful salute to all these dead soldiers. Maybe this guy thinks it's treasure, but it looks like trash to you. Alright, I think we should probably end it there. right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you had fun. Oh, it's going to be a wild couple of weeks, so my streaming schedule's probably going to be a bit off. Just bear with me. I was like probably not going to do any streams. Well, I know that I'm definitely not going to be doing a stream on Sunday. Probably won't do one on Saturday either. In which case, I will probably see you guys on Tuesday. But let's see. Who can we bother? Let's see. Corky Bug's on. Royal Blue. Well, a lot of people are on today. Well, it is Thursday. Corky looks like she needs some extra people. I think would work here. It's alright. There it is. Ah. Looks like there's mermaid stuff. Anyway. Love you guys. I hope you have a good night, and if I don't see you on Tuesday, then I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!
Hello, welcome in. Can I get that Maid? Hello, how are you? We are showing off pretty art today. Like, and this is her like traditional art. How it's streamed. Stitches, if you need to run and do any after stream share, eat some food, drink some water, stretch, hydrate, do the things you need to do, please feel free to do. Hello, Rangers. My name is Porcybug. I am a mermaid princess of the seas. Today we are showing off beautiful mermaid art. As I say, where we have Glinda and Alphaba up, we're showing off mermaid art from my friend MJ. Like, look, she even draws Blink. Thank you for trusting me with your community. If you are sticking around, tell me what you guys were doing. Tell me what you were streaming. Tell me what you were playing. Tell me all the things. This is Blink as a mermaid. Like, how pretty is this? Look at the Triforce on his tail. Like, it's so pretty. Where is the minute? I thought it just buried these in document. Did I just roll it? Am I blind? Blink? Oh, yeah, Link. She did Link as a mermaid. It was really cool. Link as a mermaid.